The cobblestone path, etched through the plains of Dabarek, lead way into the bustling city of Highhorse. Standing like a stone sentinel, high atop a central plain, it overlooks the northern wastes of Dabarek. Behind it, the River Eunice brings with it trade, water, and steam. And all before it, the developments of magic and technology have flourished, even in the unsettling and oftentimes discouraging land of Dabarek, the realm of the Horse Lords. This cobblestone path will soon bear 5 individuals of unknown ties and mysterious purpose. And we shall see which of they shall step first upon these hallowed stones. All right. The
I can't do it without laughing.
I need to get it out real quick. Okay. Whew. I got it out of me. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Hi.
All right, Harm, go and introduce yourself and introduce your character.
Hi, I go by the player name of Harmonixer. My character's name is Alice Price. Alice Price is a special girl, mostly because Alice can't spend a lot of time out in the daylight, for whatever reason that might be. But more specifically, Alice is on the run. So when she booked it from the place that she was running from, she had a lot of trouble because a lot of people were after her. Her father was not so lucky. She has burns on her hands, and they appear to be because she was holding on to something that's not there anymore. As far as like her physical appearance, she's about average in just about everything. Her hair's pretty short. You could probably say close to the image that you see there. Maybe not quite as happy right now, being that her hands are still pretty burnt. But other than that, I can't think of anything else to note.
That'll work. Alice, as you step down the cobblestone path, the sun, its constant tyranny, sears at the edge of your ensemble. A heavy trench coat and a wide brim hat provide what little shelter they can. You will not last out on the sun, and you must get inside as quickly as possible. The map is yours.
Okay, so... Okay, we're thinking here. We're thinking, where's the place to go? Where's the place to be? Can I do a... Do I need to do a perception check of any kind, or can I just wander?
You may do whatever you wish. I just need to be informed what you're looking for.
So when I do a perception check, I'd like to see what kind of shelter I can immediately go to that appears safe just based on my position.
Sure, go ahead. All right, so to roll a perception check, click on your token, and you'll see something called skill check. Click that, a drop-down box will pop up. Select the drop-down box, go to perception, select that, hit OK.
I don't see... Sorry, my brain did not keep up with that. Maybe it's because I'm worried about burning alive in the sun, so let's... All
right, do you have your selection window open? Is it up?
Yes, I do have it. I do have it open, yes.
If you click on Alice,
okay,
you'll see something called skill check and under the basic category.
Right, there we go. Okay, now I see it. Thank you.
Yikes. That is a 1.
Okay, well my hands are really burnt and it really hurts. Like maybe I'm thinking about that.
All right. What else do you do?
she's gonna stumble forward as far as she can go.
All right, map's yours. When you get to about this point, you will see that there is a street sign. And on it, it says, "Attention newcomers. Please come to the Fleeced Inn. Tuesdays are half off drinks."
Well, I could definitely use a drink right now, but I don't know if it's the drink that I would normally take. I guess it can't really hurt. I can definitely find something to drink if I go there. So I think I'm going to enter that place.
All right. As you follow the trail and walk upon the path, eventually, it brings you towards a large bridge going over the pleasant stream.
I can't help but notice that's running water.
Correct.
Is there another way to cross? Maybe that I was able to see?
You're not actually affected by that myth.
Okay. Is there anyone nearby?
There are people that are not important enough for tokens, but you could ask somebody anything.
Could I perhaps ask a kind, strong, like burly gentleman? Maybe is there someone who's really cool and awesome and good at picking stuff up? Like maybe a young helpless girl.
Sure. You smell around you that there are a few meat sacks of sufficient physicality that could hoist your particular personage. They pump with the thrill of life and the constant beckoning of the sweet nectar within.
Okay. I would like to approach one of them, or maybe two of them, in fact. I would like to sort of maybe not display my hands openly, but I would like to step forward and hold my arms out and then be like, "Hi there, lads. Could I have your attention for a moment?"
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
One of the fellows, a large, orange-bearded individual, will turn and say, "Aye, that's the last what you're calling it. What you're to by yourself?"
I am actually, and that's a real shame, don't you think?
I invaded children I can't around. I don't believe enough at the time that a lady needs to be escorted.
Yeah, you're totally right. I've been traveling really far for like a really long time. I don't know if this be like way outside my could you assist me across the water? It's just kind of a thing for me.
Oh, you're scared of falling in the drink? Oh, don't worry, girlie.
Yeah,
hop on the apple cart.
Oh, okay, cool. You couldn't, like, I mean, you seem like you're pretty fit. Are you sure you couldn't, like, I mean, you could definitely pick me up if you wanted to.
Look, as tempting as that be, and not be allowed to touch the younglings again since the last time.
I'm not gonna tell your girlfriend. It's okay. I promise.
It's not a problem of the girlfriend. It's that the guards are watching me.
Oh. I see. Okay.
Hop on the apple cart.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Yeah.
All right. The very kind and totally not unsettling man helps you across just fine.
Thank you.
However, when it comes to the point for you to get off, you notice that his knuckles are white, gripping onto the apple cart.
Oh, okay. Thanks, pal. I could, if you need help and you see me around in the future, I could definitely do you a favor. I'll remember you.
I'll never forget you, lass.
I'm sure you won't.
Never. All right, that was easy.
Cool. So am I still on the way to the place?
Yep. All right. Eventually, you make your way to the center of town, where a great stallion statue made of platinum and brass can be seen neighing in glorious purchase.
Wow. That's kind of lame, to be perfectly honest, because it helps me in no way. But I'm like, where do I go from here?
All right. Eventually, you do see a sign. The Fleece, Inn and Tavern.
Okay, I'd like to go inside.
All right. And inside you shall go. One moment, please. I'm going to transfer your character, and then we'll move on to someone else. All right. Come on, load. All right. And so the first of 5 strangers have appeared upon the road. But I wonder, whom else shall join the first? Okay. Oh, also, I forgot to play the town music. You guys still have the link? Yeah, you guys still have the link.
Yeah.
All right. The next to arrive on the cobblestone road is a well-dressed individual carrying with him an enormous book. Go ahead, Sleepy. Introduce
All right.
yourself.
My name's Sleepy. This is my first time really playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm playing Horace. Horace Venrealm, a priest of Runtheris, a god of knowledge under the knowledge domain. Yeah, I think my character, well, I don't think, Horace has come to this town in search of a man by the name of Daedrian Aldos. After I left my hometown, where I was sent off by my priest father. Tears in his eyes. I was so sad to leave. But here I am in Highhorse, looking for Mr. Aldos. And I guess I'll make up. Can I like look for some sort of sign
Sure.
that would
As you study the nearby area, you see that there is a sign, the same one that I described earlier. To the Fleece Inn and Tavern, half off drinks Tuesday.
half off drinks? I wonder if I wonder what type of man Mr. Aldos is. Is there? You said there's people around, right?
Oh yeah.
Can I maybe approach a local man
Yeah,
who looks like he's been living here for a while?
Sure. You walk up to an old man who seems to be sitting at the side of the road. He doesn't quite seem to be a beggar, although there are strangely enough, some coins just sitting next to him. As you approach, he'll look up. Only one eye, it seems, still functions, as the other is faded white under the, no doubt under the cause of a grisly scar. And it says, "Well, hello there. How can I help you, young'un?"
Hello, mister. You know, I'm in search of a man by the name of Daedrian Aldos. Do you happen to know anybody?
Phaedrian Faldros? I never heard of him.
Daedrian Aldos.
Who?
Daedrian Aldos.
He'll pull out a small brass instrument and stick it into his ear. "I'm sorry, lad, I lost my hearing in the war. Could you speak up again?"
do you know anybody by the name of Daedrian Aldos?
Ah, Daedrian Aldos! Oh, old Aldi boy! You'll find him at the Fleece. Oh, he's getting pissed as a cricket, he is. Well, I remember one time that he came back through here, had 2 brunettes on each arm, and I asked him, Aldos, where'd you find those 2 lasses? And he said, in the garbage! They was mannequins, they was. He was just dragging them through the street, talking to them like they was real.
Well, thanks for the information, mister. Is there,
Oh, name's Pappy.
Pappy? I'll definitely remember the name, Mr. Pappy.
Well, good luck to you, son. I'm so alone.
So, I guess, I'll walk down the street here
All right.
towards, the Golden Fleece.
Just the Fleece Inn and Tavern. It's just called the Fleece.
Okay, the Fleece. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And yeah, I'll do that. I'll just go down to the Fleece.
All right.
Not much else to look for here.
As you walk across the bridge over the River Innis, you see that below you, a small ferry seems to pass.
Oh,
A man will look up and he will go, "Ahoy up there! Would you like a fish?"
no, I'll pass.
Are you sure it's a real good fish? And he wiggles it in front of him.
No, but you know, I'd like to take you up on the offer later.
All right, you got
Maybe.
it. And he goes underneath the bridge, but does not come out the other side.
Okay. Can I take a look at that? Was he the fairy or?
He was.
Oh,
he
you
was
mean
the ferryman.
Okay,
He was the
okay,
ferryman.
I
Yeah.
get you. I get what you mean. I'll continue my walk towards the inn while contemplating where that man might have went, because he definitely did not appear on the other side, and it's piqued my curiosity.
You see a beautiful statue in the center of town of brass and platinum. And on the other side of it, you see a sign that says The Fleece.
Can I check out maybe there's like a plaque under the horse or anything
Ah,
like
yes,
that?
you can. As you approach the horse and you look underneath, there is a plaque. And it says, "To commemorate Dastian's last charge. May he be forever remembered by the people of Highhorse." Make me a history check, history boy.
Okay, how do I do that?
All right, click on horse, and then go to your selected window. Go to skill check. Click that.
You said course?
No, to
character.
Horace, your character.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Click on your
And
token.
then-
Yep.
Yeah,
And then do you see where the selected window is? Remember the window I told you to add?
yes,
Do you see it?
yes.
Okay, go to where it says skill check, which is under the basic category.
Oh, okay.
And then click that, and then you move down to history. Yep. Holy shit. With a 29 history, this is what you know.
Alright.
Dastian was a heroic warhorse in the older days of Dabarak, back when they were just simply city-states. It is said that Dastian, his rider slain, charged the forces of Northurandel. Smashing to the front line, he brought low the Thunderseekers and crushed their commander beneath his hooves. However, Dastian did not survive, impaled by many spears. He died there, atop the enemy commander. After witnessing such bravery of a simple warhorse, the people of Highhorse charged out with spell and sword, and the day was won. Dastian was forever remembered and commemorated here, but with your vast history and knowledge, and also with the specific language, you notice something else. Written in the script of Cantor, there is an incantation. Dastian's charge. Add that to your character sheet because that will come up later.
Okay. I'll make my way to the Golden Fleece, while remembering that Dashin he's in fact one of my favorites from my history books that I would read as a child, because my father made me he was very strict in my education.
Yeah. All right. And thus, the second of the strangers have made their way across the stones. But whom shall be the third? Chad is very excited that you know Cantor. All right, let's see who's next. The next stranger to grace the stones is a mysterious personage whose face is obscured by cloth and mask. A long black robe with strange sigils seem to mark themselves across. All right, Aether, go in and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I go by Aether9K. I used to be a Moon sub, used to hang out on the fighting game channel, and I'm friends with all these guys. I guess a little introduction about my character. He's inspired by a character from this movie called Belladonna of Sadness, and my character's name is John, which is a French name. He's an illusionist and a wood elf. And as far as my backstory goes, I believe my hometown was unfortunately burned down in a mysterious fire, and I'm also looking for a man named Daedrian Aldos. And I'm also pretty new to D&D and like this whole kind of thing, so this is all very new to me, but I'm very excited, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Jean, what do you do?
Let's take a look. Let's look around. What's going on here?
All right. As you take a look around, you can see that there are in front of you is the same sign that I described earlier, but now there is an old man sitting at the side of the street who happens to be crying into his hands.
Dang, I'm kind of curious. Why is he crying? Maybe I could cheer him up. Let's talk to him.
All right. You approach the old man, who looks up. Oh, hello there, stranger. Apologies for the wet works.
What's wrong? Why are you so sad, man?
A fella came by. He looked just like me boy. Me boy before he was killed in the war. The light of my life walked by, he did.
Dang, it's pretty sad, dude.
Couldn't have been my boy. He was drowned, he was. He was drowned in the milk.
I'm sorry, you said the milk.
Aye, vat of milk. Vat of milk fell right in. Drowned he did. Didn't find him till he was made into larder.
Can I ask why your son was bathing in a vat?
I wasn't bathing, he fell in. Because of that damn girl, Jenny. If I ever find that lass, I swear, I'll have my vengeance, I will.
Nothing good comes from revenge, brother. You should move on. Find peace in your soul.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. It's a skill check, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
As you say that, he'll look up. And what do you know, youngin'? Huh? You think if revenge is not enough? Well, and he'll grip his chest and fall to the ground.
I need somebody help this man, please. Anybody.
Several of
This
the
man is
city
on the
folk
floor.
comes running over, checking the man. The man looks up to you, and in but a brief moment, you see the light fade from his eyes, and on his lips, his son's name unspoken.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't me, bro. This
Nope.
time was up.
Nobody seems to be blaming you. They just sadly drag the old man out of the street, and then pick up his many coins.
Let's keep it moving.
All right. Oh man, I love D&D. All right. Eventually, you come to a bridge. You hear a man underneath the bridge come out from underneath in a ferry. He will look up to you and he will call out, "Hello there, stranger! Would you like a fish?"
Yeah, I'll take a fish. It tastes better when it's free, you know. I'll gladly take it off your
He'll
hand.
smile and throw a fish up to you. Do you
Do I
catch
have
it?
to I hope so.
All right. You catch the fish, and as you do, you notice that the fish is not a fish. It's a bag, and it seems to be sewn to look like a fish. You look back down into the ferry, and the man is not there. Would you like to look inside the fish bag?
Yes.
Inside, you find 100 gold pieces.
Ooh!
Bruh moment.
Sweet. I love money.
All right. The encounter, still leaving a strange feeling. Eventually, you make it to the center of town, and there, you see a glorious stallion statue made of platinum and brass. However, make me an Arcana check, Mr. Wizard.
Got it.
With a 17, you notice that there is something else buzzing just beneath the platinum and brass. The statue is held together by an enchantment, a powerful transmutation spell. Would you like to know more?
Yes, I would.
Wanting to know more, you move closer to the statue and begin to more intricately examine its transmutation magic. The ritualistic circles that hold in each of the different pieces of platinum and brass, and that gives the horse its form, reveals to you that it seems to have an activating sigil that is currently set to off. You could set it to on if you wish.
Yes, absolutely. Let's turn it on.
You flip the transmutation circle to on. The statue begins to strangely move. Revealing a door beneath. Several of the people watching stand with mouths agape. You hear the heavy footfalls of soldiers and guards.
I stare in confusion at the crowd slowly gathering at the center of this town.
The crowd moves in around you, several people pushing each other out of the way, as you are pushed to the back. The guards, only having just arrived, do not know that it was you that did this. They begin to angrily push back citizens. As a man wearing a robe approaches, he will flip the transmutation sigil back, and the statue returns to its original position.
Well, let's just go to the fleece.
All right.
Well, let's go to the fleece, dude.
And thus, you
Would
enter
Alice have,
the Fleece Inn and Tavern.
is there any way anyone inside the tavern might have heard that?
Oh, several have. They've moved up to the windows to look outside.
Did Alice see anything?
No.
What about Horace?
Negatory. Okay. The third stranger makes their way across the stones. Only two yet remain. But whom shall be next? The next stranger moves across the stones. A woman wearing a dancer's outfit. Alright, Pizza, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, my name is Pizza. I haven't done anything, so you probably only know me if I'm in one of your servers in Discord. My character's name is Glenn. I've been a free woman for 2 months now. I was a dancer for the sleazy bar that my orphanage was close to. The owner, Hamid, would pick girls from there.
Did he cut off for anyone else?
Yeah, he cut off.
Yeah.
Where did I cut off?
Hamid would do something and then it cut off there.
Hamid would pick girls from the orphanage once they're old enough and have them dance for his dirty customers. You miss a show and you're kicked out. We became sisters through hardship. One day I wake up to my sister's dead and Hamid beaten to his last breath. I was about to enter the room where he was at, and I heard someone tell me to leave. For some reason, I followed that voice. And the voice has followed me ever since. I come into the town of Highhorse.
Yep.
In search of something. I don't know what life is beyond dancing. I meet a hag. She's whispering me future of what's to become. And it's nothing but that. But one thing I know is that she told me about a man named Daedrian Aldos.
All right. Very well, Lean. What do you do?
I walk forward a bit. Is there anyone around me?
Yeah, there's plenty of people in city.
Okay. I said enough. Stop talking. I need to get somewhere. I'm thirsty. I look around.
You see the sign that I described earlier.
I'm not gonna buy you a drink. It's just for me. You can't even. I look around and see if anyone looked at me talking to myself.
Nobody seems to notice you talking to yourself.
I've been very stressed out lately. I don't need any more problem. I say out loud.
Nobody seems to notice.
I walk forward again. Just keep on walking till I reach the bridge.
Okay. Eventually, you come to a bridge, crossing the River Unis.
I look left and right. I make sure nothing's happening in the river.
Nothing strange has occurred in the river this time.
Just walking on the bridge. Let's go.
As you cross the bridge, you come to a dispersing crowd. And there, you see the Fleece Inn and Tavern.
I see what's a commotion.
One of the people says, "Someone opened up the horse, they did. Nothing inside God stopped it before it was going to happen. I was hoping to get in some looting on the account of my poor business practices."
I will not stop him. I don't care what he does. Stop.
Who are you talking to, miss?
Oh, sorry. I'm new here. I'm looking for the fleece.
Oh, it's right there. Big building, lots of fleece signs. The smell of ale will come out of there, wafted towards you like a concubine, even though you swore it off.
Thank you. Appreciate the help. And I walk towards the fleece.
All right. And so, you enter the fleece. God, every time I see Harm's character's face.
Hi. What's up, Arcadum? Did you-
Hard change it.
Okay, 1 second though. That face, that's literally how I smile in real life. I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's actually how it looks.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. I have no problem with it. It's funny to me. Oh.
I love you guys.
And so, one stranger remains to walk across the stones. Surely, the best has been saved for last. All right, Zach, go and introduce yourself.
Alright. My name is Zach. I mostly go by Zach Cat, but most people just call me Zach because it's easier. But my character's name Dax. He is a satyr, but you would not be able to tell by looking at him because he has no visible aspects of the satyr because he's hiding them by various ways. He is a warlock who never really... He was... his origin is peak folk, so he mostly lived on his own for most of his life. Until recently, he was abducted by a caravan. He managed to recently escape the caravan with the help of a skull that was able to, for some reason, whisper to him. And using that skull to escape the caravan, he made his way here, and along the way heard rumors of a man named Daedrian Aldos, and that is what he's come here to look for information. Because the skull, to let him free, he had to make a promise with it, and so he is looking for information on how to fulfill the promise with that skull.
All right, then. Well, Dex, what do you do?
When I first came into town, I will just look for probably the first approachable person to talk.
All right. You see that there is a burly-looking man with a white cloth that is currently wiping something off of the cobblestone streets. You can see what appears to be bile and urine.
I walk up to him and I ask, "Good day, sir. What happened?
Old man died. Pissed himself.
Did something happen, or?"
Got old.
I see. Yes, it takes all of us at one point. Do you have any time for me to ask you a question or two?
Time. He'll look around. All right.
I'm looking for a man named Daedrian Aldos. Do you know this?
Daedrian Aldos. I don't know the name, but if you're looking for someone, you might try the fleece. That's where all the people come through. The bartender there know, if anybody would.
Perfect. Do I just need to follow the main road, I assume?
Alright, take this road, you're gonna get across the bridge. Watch out for the fisherman. There's a ghost that haunts the Eunice. Don't take anything from him if you see him. Don't listen to a word he says.
A ghost? How long has that happened?
Oh, it's been happening for a while, actually. Ever since the son of the Lord died. The fisherman's been around here trying to trick people.
How long ago did the Lord's son die?
Like 10 years or so ago.
I see, and I assume you guys have tried to find a way to be rid of the...
Joke he just causes a bit of mischief. He's not really a big problem.
I see. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. You just cross the bridge there. You'll see the statue of Daedrian in the middle of town there. You go over there to face on the other side. You can't miss it.
Perfect. Thank you again. And I continue along the road.
All right. As you come to the bridge and you begin to cross, you do not notice any sort of fishermen. The river is clean and crisp and moves by rather quickly.
I'd like to stop and wait on the bridge for a couple of minutes.
Oh,
And
do you?
possibly make a perception check.
Go ahead. You look around and you do not notice anything, but as you dawdle on the bridge, you begin to feel a mysterious presence. You feel something strange. Your side begins to rumble and vibrate.
Is it painful or...
Oh no, it's something that you recognize. Hamdevil. The skull.
I'd like to ask if he knows anything about this.
Listen well. The haunting here is not what the others think. There's something far greater at work. The simple fisherman is being corrupted by an unseen shadow. Watch careful the river. Careful the river. And the skull is silent once more.
I take note of that, and if nothing else happens in about another minute, I continue along the bridge.
All right. You quickly and efficiently leave that bridge behind. You see that the center of town has all but dispersed of the crowd that was once there. You can see a beautiful statue of a horse of platinum and brass that seems to be in mid-Nay. And here, you see the fleece.
I'd like to walk around the statue one time and see if there's anything odd about it.
As you walk around the statue and trying to investigate it, you do notice something. The statue's eyes are adorned with two enormous rubies.
Is that everything I notice?
That's it.
I assume the statue is fairly big.
Oh, yes. About 30 feet to the top.
Okay. I take note of the ruby eyes, and I make my way to this fleet.
All right. And thus, you enter the fleece. Loading, one moment.
Are you ready to look at my face again?
Dude, Maphis is too powerful.
Alrighty. And now, I will zoom you all in to the next map. to the inside of the fleece. Alright, let me know when you're loaded. This one should be fast. Just one more.
Can't believe John Wick's in Dungeons and Dragons.
Who's John? Wait, what do you mean John Wick?
You know John Wick.
Oh.
Arcadum, I can't kill dogs, and I definitely can't kill dogs now.
Still wait. Who are we waiting on to load? Zach?
I hit loaded now.
I'm loaded.
Oh, you're loaded?
Is it?
Oh, should I?
You didn't type
There
it.
you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. You all enter the tavern at different times and take your seats, and kind of conjoining with the rest of the populace. The tavern is about moderately full, and you see that there are a few interesting individuals kind of out, and it is just by random chance of the places that I've put you. The RP is now active. You may do as you wish.
Alright. Can I talk to this individual in front of me and maybe ask him if he happens to know who Daedrian Aldos is and where I could possibly find him?
Go ahead. Talk to him. He's right there.
Hey, mister.
Yes.
Oh. Shit, how do I do that?
Control space.
You happen to know a man by the name of Daedrian Aldos?
No, I actually came here looking for the same person, as a matter of fact.
Oh really? Well, why don't we look together?
Can
I don't
I
know what
hear
business
this?
I have for him, but with him.
You can
But I'm
hear it,
looking for
yes. Alice, you can hear them.
Okay.
What, is there a reason you came to find him? Or what
My
is your
book
reason
told me
for
to.
finding him? Your book?
Yes. I'm a priest of Runetheris.
Cool.
He told me to.
Uh,
He told
hi.
me to find
Hi.
Daedrian Aldos.
Do you guys mind if I sit here?
Sure. Do you
I
need
don't-
something?
You mean you do mind that I sit here?
No, you're fine. Do you need something?
I mean, I just overheard a name that I also happen to be listening to, and she says as she points to her chest. But go on. I'm listening.
Sorry, you mean you're also looking for Adrian? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. I just said I heard the name. So I mean, what's it mean to you?
You came and sat down. I was just wondering why that piqued your interest.
What does it mean to you, huh?
So Alice sort of just kind of leans down on the table. She puts her elbows up, and she's got her hands like kind of tucked, and she's like, I heard that if we talk to this guy, that and she like lowers her voice even more, and she just mutters something, and you can't quite hear it.
I like look around to see if anybody's looking at us,
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
and I give her this awkward glance, and sorry, could you repeat that one more?
So she sort of gestures for you guys to kind of lean in closer, like closer to her face.
I'll lean in closer.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong with my face?
No, I just
Mm,
personal space. I just met you. It's all.
Okay, so she's like taking her two index fingers and she's putting them to her cheeks and she's pushing up her cheeks. And she's like, I don't understand. Like, you don't like my face or something? Is there something wrong with me?
Dax gets a very embarrassed look on his face. It's like, no. You're
I
fine.
just thought this guy was important to you. Is all I'm saying. Like,
Nice.
if it was up to me, like I would want to know like what's up with this guy. So like
I'm
That-
pretty curious about the guy. I mean, and if you
Yeah,
have
since-
any sort of
since we're-
information about him, then
Oh, that's
Sure.
right. Yeah, I was just kind of hoping you guys could tell me.
well, I don't know.
What did you hear about him?
Heard about him in my book.
Yeah,
Can I have the
actually-
book?
Oi, lass!
You cannot have my book.
What's your order?
Me?
Yeah.
Just got some water. Not really into drink.
All right, whatever. All right, and the big burly dwarf is carrying with him a platter full of meat
Do I have any money?
and vegetables. Nobody has money. And
What
he'll
about that?
put down the platter.
Oh.
And then the little halfling in front of you will stand up on his chair. Ho ho! Oh, you did yourself even better this time, me old friend. Is that pig flank or is that hog flank? Oh, you know, only the best for you, my little friend. That there is pig shank. Oh, you know how to feel my gullet, my old friend. Does me heart good to see a halfling so healthy.
Can you believe how?
Huh.
Can you believe how gross that is? Like, look at that guy. He's an animal over there. Like, who would do that? What kind of monster would do something like that?
Hey, you hungry?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, come on now. Food should be shared. And as he says
okay.
shared, it will spray all over your mask. He'll pour you some ale and hand you a fucking like a rib.
All right. Well,
Get in there,
you're
you
off.
raw skin and bones, you is.
If it's on you, I'll gladly take. I take the rib
Mm-hmm.
and I carefully cut it into pieces, and with elegance and grace, slowly start to eat on the rib.
This individual seemed to like that.
Feels weird, man. Can I see the bruises on this young lady's body?
The hands?
Yeah, on her hand.
As far as I know, Harm wasn't making any motion to hide them, pinching
I mean,
your cheeks and
yeah,
everything.
he had it. Yeah, he had it on his face, so I assume we
So.
saw it.
You probably see the burns.
I got a quick question for you there, young lady.
Hi.
Something
What's your
happened
question?
to your hands recently?
Oh, these hands? She tucks them under her armpits. Like, you mean, like my hands? You're talking about my hands that I have on my body.
Yeah, those hands that were just visible. You just took
Okay.
your armpit.
I'll make you a deal, pal, she says, and she kind of like gets like a real smug look on her face. I'll trade you 1 book for a look at my hands. That's a premium deal. I mean, not everyone's gonna get that. I'm just telling you right now.
I don't think I have any spare books on me right now.
I want the book with that guy's name that you got it out of. Is what I was asking about.
You know, I think I'm gonna have to pass. This book means quite a bit to me, actually.
Okay, she says.
It's like my.
You can't see my hands.
lifeline.
I'm sorry. That's kind of weird. Who would just like walk over to someone and ask to see their hands?
So,
Well, it's more like your hands were in sight, but you know, whatever.
what brings you to Highhorse, huh?
I'm looking for a guy.
A guy? Ho, ho. Oh, he'll take the pig grease and start to shape his hair.
It's pretty gross, but the guy I'm looking for goes by Daedrian Aldos.
Daedrian Aldos, dos.
Arcadum,
Yeah,
can I pick up a plate? Is there a plate near me?
yeah,
Can I pick it up?
yeah.
Can I use it to shield my face and then sprint over to her real quick?
Who?
Over to our friend here, next to the loud fellow.
Sure, but only after his bellowing echo of Adrian Aldos's name, getting the attention of all of the players. And then he will say, "Why, he's right over there! There!"
Oh, snap. I
think
look
we
at
got
him
it.
menacingly.
Daedrian does not seem to notice. He is seated at this table and doesn't even seem to have noticed Leon, and is deeply studying some notes on a scroll.
I raise my hand forward to him for a handshake. Hello, Mr. I'm being assertive. I could be assertive. I'm being assertive right now. You can. How you doing? Hey, how's it going?
Oh, 1,000 pardons, I did not notice you there. Hello, Daedrian Aldos at your service. And he'll shake your hand.
Pizza?
Did you get cut off?
I think pizza died.
Pizza, you good?
Mine a DC?
Like the world's longest handshake.
He might. I mean,
Pizza?
I've just been staring at him.
Okay. Can I help you with anything?
My chair gets a little closer there. Would it weird you out if I've seen you in my dreams? If I tell you that?
Yes, it would. Good day.
hey, where's that guy going? Where's that guy
See
going?
what you made me do?
Dax
That's
hears that. I assume we're able to hear that from over here.
Yes, your ears are trained that you know
Yeah.
that this is the man you're looking for.
Yeah, but
I'm
could
not gonna
I
walk
hear the convers? Yeah, if I could hear that conversation and see him walk away, Dax would definitely start making his way over to where he moved.
Would Alice be able to front flip over to that couch and sit directly next to him?
With an acrobatics check, sure.
Let's do it.
As soon as Dax sees you start to do that, he just stops. Like, in the
Wait,
middle.
no, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Where is it? Acrobatics, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, that is a 1.
Dax
Flat on
starts.
her.
As you attempt to flip over, you instead fling yourself over the couch and face first into the hearth fire.
Damn.
Make,
Dax,
make me a
concerned.
make me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, I clicked on saving throw. Am I stupid? Wait, where's the window? Hello, game? What am I doing wrong? I swear I'm clicking on it. What's wrong with this thing?
I stand up and I run
Here, I
to
got
the
it. I'm not sure why
fireplace.
it's not working.
Yeah,
There you
completely.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dax
Sorry
under
about
his breath is just like, oh my.
That is
And then
enough to
just
pull
walks-
your head out of the fire. The top of your head is on fire, though.
That's fire. That burns. It's really hot.
Just runs over there after muttering and tries to pull Alice out of the fire.
This character
Yeah,
seemed to enjoy
no.
that.
Completely unconcerned of Daedrian here. I'm gonna ask her if she's okay.
I'm on fire.
I'm in danger!
Are we able to pull her out of the fire?
Yes,
I mean, she's still in a hurt.
Okay.
she's fine.
Okay.
I wanted to
I'm
make
gonna do
sure.
You
I
pat out.
pick up the nearest cup of water and I just all over her.
Well, the fire is put out, and now she is soaked.
I've never been so hot and so wet all at the same time.
Dax just steps away immediately. Just does not look at her anymore.
Did I sustain any
No,
injuries?
no.
Yeah, okay.
That was purely for my laughter.
So I'm fine. You boys can just, she kind of like waved her. You boys can just go away. Like I just need to freshen up just a little bit. I just,
As
the
she's
fire.
talking, Dax just goes around the back of the couch and tries to get Adrian's attention during that.
Well then, that was dramatic.
Yes, are you Daedrian Aldos?
I am Daedrian Aldos at your service, archivist, explorer, and ex-adventurer.
Perfect. I was heard rumors that you were seeking aid and were looking to pay any people that would be willing to.
Oh, that is who you are. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I took you as a... other people, I suppose. Well then, come, sit.
Yes,
sit.
yes.
Let us discuss
understandable.
business.
Sorry, I didn't introduce. My name is Dax, by the way.
Ah,
Shake
Jack,
his hand.
a pleasure. Shakety shake.
Hi, I'm Alice.
Yes,
I'm
a
Horras.
pleasure. A pleasure. Shakety shake.
I'm John.
Shakety shake.
Shakety shake.
You already know me, Daedrian.
Yes, I do. I suppose.
Dax, at all costs, will avoid contact with both of the women.
Well
And
then,
just go back to talking with Daedrian.
as it just so happens, I intend to go on quite the expedition. I intend to expand my business out into the Riverlands, you see, to the northeast, between the border of Dabarak and the Rift. As the magics of the Rift have died down, I believe it is of the utmost opportunity. However, I seem to find myself lacking, strong, able-bodied guardians. And the last group that I had, well, he'll then reveal a scar on his arm, they were not efficient. So I have devised a test. You see, there is a barrows to the north that is supposedly a bandit hideaway. You see, the commander of Highhorse has offered quite the bounty for any that would go and clear them out. So I have taken it upon myself to provide supplies, and to, of course, with the commander's permission, to solicit adventurers to go and take care of this situation for me. Should you prove yourselves worthy and are able to clear out the bandits and come back to me, then I shall consider hiring you on a more permanent basis.
Sorry, before that, can I ask what caused that scar?
Oh, a tiger. An actual tiger.
A tiger?
Oh yes, it was marvelous actually, if now that I look back on it. A crazed druid with a tigerish fetish used a squadron of the beasts, a pack of them, a pride, whatever you call it, pack of tigers. They set right upon the adventurers I was traveling with, tore them to pieces.
Was
Yikes.
it I'm gonna ask a little bit more about this tiger.
Oh, it was
How
massive.
big? It was a very big tiger.
Yes,
I mean,
biggest
Sort
I've
of
ever
special-
seen.
You're
special
right. That
size.
scar does look nasty.
but how many tigers have you met?
Carry on. Carry on.
Throw a look over.
I carry on. I'm just listening.
Well, in either case, it was a large tiger, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna scroll this down in my
So can you tell
my
us?
book.
Is there any more information about either? So what are you looking? Not our test, but what are you looking for that you need our help?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but hear you say our help. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I assume that. Sorry. Never mind.
I'm here to speak with Mr. Aldos here about why his name was in my my tomb that was given to me by my father.
Tome.
He didn't let me read that, by the way. I asked very nicely, and he turned me down. So are you sure you really want to trust that guy?
Oh, you are a priest of Rune Theris. Is that a story tome that you carry with you? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I see. Well, if my name is in it, then there must be quite a bit of hope for my adventures to come out. For you see, the story tomes, it is fabled, they are the books in which history are written upon, and that are kept in Rune Theris' library.
My father was a great priest, and I'm here to carry on his legacy. And your name was written in it, so I decided to seek you out and learn more about your history and your ventures.
Well, then you are most certainly a steadfast and welcome companion.
Thank you.
But still, the test.
Yes, can you tell us? So you are just looking for us to clear out some bandits? You said.
Yeah, a simple test, and a good service to Dabrack to boot. Should you complete this test, then you will proven yourselves capable, and that I can trust my life within your hands.
Our reward for clearing these bandits is your trust.
Oh no, I'll of course pay you.
Okay,
Goodness.
of course.
I'm not a monster.
Just wanted
What?
to-
Who said monster?
I'm
So Alice is kind of trying to straighten out her hair a little bit, just make herself look nicer. There's no monsters here.
And where did you find those tigers, by the way?
Oh, we ran to the tigers to the south of Dabrack. Far to the south. Other side of the country, in fact.
So tigers roam south, Dabarak, huh?
Well, not naturally, I do not believe. It was a druid, you see. Summoner of nature.
I see.
Okay, cool. So, you know,
All right. I look to the other three that haven't really been talking with Daedrian and kind of just asked them, are you also looking for what? Do you need something?
Yeah, I'll do anything for money. Anything.
I- Kind of just almost ignores you
Oh.
and just looks to the other two instead.
Alice is going to cross her arms and just patiently wait for the others to speak. She wants to know too. She's kind of
Alright,
like
so
puffing
when do we get
herself up
started?
behind.
When do we get started, Mr. Aldos?
Hold on. Sleepy, it is of the, cutest comedy that every time you try to say someone's name, I can almost physically feel you lift up a piece of paper and, Aldos.
I want to call him Albatross. But
Yeah, I keep having to
You
click
guys have
on
been
him to
calling
double
me
check his name.
for a while.
Listen, if we call him Adrian, it's just pretend we missed the Daedrian. Just the first part. Just
Adrian!
imagine it got cut off.
Adrian!
Daedrian, can I call you Adrian?
Can I call you that? Because I'll not forget it.
Dax kind of just looks to the person in the corner and waits to see if they respond after his previous question, or
John uncrosses his arm. I'm not interested in the money, actually. I'm looking for a person named Vade.
Vade.
I'm
see-
Alice.
Oh. He burned my home down.
Hi.
Hello. And I'm very upset about it. I'm not interested in the money. I just need this. I need to know where this man is.
Vade.
I want vengeance.
Well, I have not seen Vade in some time, a few years, in fact. Although he was supposed to meet me in the Riverlands. You said vengeance, yes?
Yes, I did.
Well, there is no love lost between me and Vade. I find him a detestable fellow. Perhaps if you were to perform this test and escort me to the Riverlands, I will not myself, of course, try to entrap someone else, but we will, of course, be meeting at our predestined spot, and if he would happen to be slain, then that would be a tragic turn of events.
Totally okay with that.
That sounds pretty messed up, man. Not gonna lie.
Well, Horace, when someone burns your place down, pretty
I don't
upsetting.
call you, telling you my name.
Could we not talk about fire anymore? I'm really uncomfortable with this situation.
Dax just
Oh, I'm gonna
after having everybody else answer, Dax looks back to Alice like, I think it's finally your turn to share.
John rolls her eyes.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm not the important people here. Like, you guys are all the important people. And she's like gesturing with her hands. Like, you guys are all very cool. Every one of you is very cool, especially you. And she's pointing, but in like an indistinct direction.
To whom are you
I think
pointing?
so. Dax turns back to Daedrian and he's like, I think there'll only be 3 of us going.
I'll go. Wait, that's what we're talking about, right? Hey, where are you guys going? You can't leave.
Well
it
then,
behind.
I will pay you 200 gold pieces apiece. Should
Okay,
you
cool, I'll do
complete
it.
This task.
That sounds good to me, but I would like to hear more about you later on.
Of course, we will have much time to converse on our journey to the Riverlands.
Good.
Are you
Riverlands? Like how many rivers are we talking about?
A plethora.
That sounds like a lot of rivers.
I see. I just need a second here. And Alice is like kind of gonna like shuffle away from the group a little bit. Like over here. And she starts to cry, like a lot. Like she's like weeping.
I'm gonna
Alice,
take a-
what's wrong? You seem so strong for getting on fire and basically no scratches on you. What's going on?
I'm having a really bad day right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but just remember, we're getting paid.
That's right. So she sprints back over and she's like, okay, we're good, let's go.
You seem to be very fickle in your feelings.
I'm standing like right here.
What does
Like, you see
fickle
me?
mean?
Can we just get paid? Like, can we do this thing like
Well
that
then,
we're doing right here?
Here, take this map. This will lead you to the bandits' encampment, or as
Dax immediately sticks his hand out first to take it.
close that we could be. Also, I have arranged for provisions to be provided by my associate there.
I take one of the maps and I hand it to if someone was like right next to me and it just falls on the floor.
He looks like a John.
I pick it up.
Oh, thank you. I must have dropped it. Sorry.
Well then, good luck! He'll say, looking nervous as he's surrounded by unstable people.
Dax just looks back at him. He's in the same nervous look, and he's like, whispers, "Help me."
This is gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I hope that we can have
I've been-
a fun adventure towards our.
Covered in fire. I've been covered in water, and you're telling me that I'm gonna have fun?
Should I
And then
ask him
she
for
kinda
like, maybe a raise? Like maybe I could ask him for 50 more. It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
she's right. You see that? We could definitely.
As they're talking, Dax just makes his way over to his
These people are
associate
so weird.
and sticks his hand out to shake his hand.
The man does not return the shake. He leans back in his chair.
He
And-
notices me though, right?
Yes, he leans back
Okay.
in his chair, and he seems to kind of survey you a little.
I put my hand down slowly and say, "Hi, my name is Dax. I was told we will be getting provisions from you."
That is accurate.
Oh,
I am Father Grinwald. Take a seat. We shall find
No,
out
I'm
what
not
it
gonna
is that you
laugh.
need.
He sort of just rejected him.
Dax sits down and just waits for him to continue.
So, are
Ma'am.
you an actual priest, Mister or Father Grinwald?
I am. He will then pull out his holy symbol, revealing the holy symbol of Babylon. Make me a religion check!
Me?
Everyone that wants to.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do that. Religion is like my godlike special.
And that's why you're gonna fail it.
I'm not gonna.
With a 17, this is what you know. Babylon is the Dark Lord. He is the devil, the Lord of Oaths, and the leader of the Black Pantheon, and the singular most powerful of the evil gods.
I assume that Runetheris is rather opposed to him, or is he like
Actually
a very
not.
neutral god?
Actually, well, Runetheris is lawful good, and Babylon is lawful evil. You see, Babylon is the necessary evil that the White Pantheon puts up with. Because he's the god of oaths, he's the god of promises, and also all paladins gained their power from Babylon because they make oaths. So he's more of a, if not fully accepted, necessary and tolerated evil. And
I'm
he
gonna give
is-
him a very nervous okay. Like, okay then, you know?
Mhm.
That's a thing that you are a part of.
He will then lean back and pull up a satchel. You will find what you need in here. It is rations and water. It should keep you for the journey. He will then
Ha-
pick up another satchel, and you will hear the clinking of glass as he sets it down. There are potions in here. Use them if you need them. Return them if you do not use them.
Dax looks at him and just, "How long do you expect this to take us?"
To find the bandits could be difficult. May take you several days, perhaps even a week. You must be prepared for the journey.
Why have you been staring at me this entire time? Is there something on my face?
I
No,
just
it's
keep
on my
staring
face.
at you. While you ask me this, I just keep staring at you.
How many days did you provide us with for rations?
There should be enough within the satchel for 6 days apiece.
Got it.
Between each of you,
Yes.
he will point to 4 of you.
Which
He
one
will-
does he not point to?
He does not point to Alice.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Alice.
This is thank you.
Babylon,
This will be
or excuse me, the priest of Babylon will reach into his suit and he will pull out a black velvet cloth in which something is wrapped, and he will hand it to Alice. This is supplies for you.
She would like to inspect that without showing anyone. Like, would she be able to like kind of glance at it?
Sleight of hand check.
Would that be opposed to something we roll, or does it just if he
Perception.
fails?
I have to tell you guys,
Do I have
I'm
ability check?
I'm eating for 2 here. I mean, well, I'm not really pregnant. I'm
No, stop. What do you mean for 2 then?
I I'm sorry. I get hungry. I forget what I
Okay,
said.
well,
I get hungry too.
Sorry, what did he hand you, Alice?
Oh, me? She says that she slips it like into a bag somewhere else.
I assume we're not. Do you want to? Do we make a perception check to see what it was? Or...
Perception, if you want to see if you can see it when she glances at it. You have to beat a 17, which means you have to get higher than a 17. All right.
So Dax doesn't. I just go back to asking her then.
Ooh. All right. So only Jean and, or is it Jean or Jean? Like, what's your pronunciation?
John.
John and only Jean and Alice get to see what it is beneath the black cloth, and it is 6 red vials.
Oh.
Dax just continues to question her about it then.
Um, so Alice very quietly and very politely is going to bow her head and say thank you.
The priest of Babylon does not seem to care at your politeness, and instead will continue onward. I have been informed that there is someone else that would like to speak to you before you leave. You will gesture behind him. The elf would like to speak with you.
Okay. I'm gonna here and approach the elf.
I stand up and I stick my hand out again to try to get him to shake my hand, and I say thank you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
He will roll his eyes, but he will grasp your hand. As he does and shakes it, you will feel the brands on his hands, where you see the symbols of Babylon have been burned into them.
I smile and give him a slight bow while I shake his hand, and I walk away and walk over to.
All right. I'll approach the elf and tell him that Father Grinwall over here told us to approach him
All right, here we go.
and ask for his name.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy upon me. Okay. The elf, in a proper and graceful fashion, will give a deep bow. Meowie, I am most thankful that you have come and accepted the conversation that I have asked for. My name is Farah Relation, and I am most certainly seeking the aid of those that would go and seek these terrible bandits.
How many bandits did you say it was?
It is unknown exactly how many, but I do know that they have stolen something very precious to me, and if you were to get it back, I would see you handsomely rewarded.
I think
Is
Daedrian
this-
said 200 gold each, right?
Yeah, he did.
Well, that is
Yes,
the
they-
payment that he wishes to give to you, but no, my payment will be quite different, eh?
Oh, so you'll be giving us something on top of that.
Indeed, if you're able to find my mother's necklace and bring it back to me, it is a pearl necklace with a singular aquamarine gem that brightly burns like the blue sky. Bring this back to me, and I shall see you rewarded with something very nice, I assure you.
So Alice kind of like waves to get attention by her to say it to the elf friend. Does she have his attention?
You get the attention of the elf.
Hi. What material is the necklace made of?
I did just say that, or did you not hear me?
You just repeat it again for me.
The necklace is made out of pearl and with an aquamarine.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I see. When's the last time you saw this necklace? Or like, who might have taken it? What do you look like? If somebody even took it.
I do not know exactly which one did take it, but I know it was one of those bandits because it matches up with the timeline that is presented by the guards, and that is what they have told me. I have been assured by the priest of Babylon that is where they are.
All right. You know, I'm gonna say goodbye in Elvish. And thank you.
Oh, salut, je suis la personne ménetier. She will place her hand over your cheek.
And
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm gonna be a little bit embarrassed there, but I won't do anything. And say thank you.
I look over and ask the half elf, is that all you'll be needing from us then?
He will respond with, that is all, yes. Please be careful and do not die. Your lives are so short.
Well, some of them are. And I say that under my breath, and I stand
Alice
up.
feels really bad again. She's feeling pretty bad.
I give a slight bow and start to walk out of the inn.
Oh wait, before I leave, actually,
Like, are we? I mean, what time of day is it? Are we leaving? Or are we staying in town until?
You can leave right now if you want. It's only noon.
Okay.
I want to ask the elf something.
Go ahead.
I want to ask her about the if she happens to know what that loud noise was earlier today.
He responds with, well, it seems that something obvious has happened to the statue. Someone came up and they befriended with it, and it came up and they opened and it was a papa. There's so much happening. Hoo la la, I cannot believe it.
Is there something? Is there what's so special about that horse statue?
I do not know personally. The humans, they will bring up any animal that has even a little bit of bravery, yes? Especially here in Daborak. But as far as I know, it is a horse of the wars past, yes? And it is put in a platinum horse, and it is made out of brass as well. And it is rumored that that a catacomb lies beneath that, but that is all that I know.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I know anything about that, or?
Can you make a history check?
Would I be able to check to see if he's lying? Like, what would that do?
That's an insight.
Oh, insight?
No,
Oh,
that's
wait.
for. He's saying that's for harm to roll.
Yeah, that's for harm. The history check does confirm that there are rumors that there are catacombs beneath the statue. That insight does not reveal any motive.
Okay. She's satisfied with that.
Okay.
Were you? Hang on one thing. Were you interested in the catacombs, there, friend?
Oh, I do not like to go into catacombs. To go down inside of them, it is dirty, and there are, bugs. Oh, no. I stay in the light.
I mean, I guess, she says, and she crosses her arms.
He will seem to be a bit uncomfortable, and she will adjust her jacket.
So, you said it's only noon, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Is it possible for me to just rent a room for right now? And at this, is this does this tavern have like an inn or anything like that?
Oh, you wish for a room? Oh, do not worry. I am personal friends with the owner. I shall see that you have a room arranged for when you come back and must rest.
Okay.
Are we in a hurry? Could we, like, it's like really hot outside. And, like, I don't know if you guys were there for it, but, like, this thing happened. Like, this guy came out and he tripped me, and then I fell into fire. He was really rude. I don't know if anyone saw him, but I definitely saw him. It definitely wasn't
I
my
saw
fault.
him. I saw him.
Okay,
Yeah. No,
see, she saw it. See, that definitely happened.
I don't
What?
think I saw anything.
That was.
I definitely think that. Okay, anyway, can we
What is
wait?
she talking about?
I know exactly who it was. I can't show you who it was.
Yeah. So I would like to wait just a little bit. Is that
Define
okay?
how long is a little bit.
to the whole that stupid glowing orbits outside that like hurts the skin and all that kind of stuff goes away. That'd be great. That'd be perfect for me.
The sun?
Yeah, that thing. Could you not say that word again? Thanks.
All right. Can I ask?
You want us to go at night?
Yes.
I
I'm
Why?
Alice.
I was with you, but I can't. No one can see in the dark.
No one looks.
I can't see in the dark.
Wait, you guys can't see in the dark?
I can see in the dark.
Why are you? Wait,
Nah.
I can see in the dark.
like we don't. We just. I mean, do we?
Can you see in the dark?
I can see in the
No.
dark.
Why can you see? I mean, at this point, I think we figured out this. Like, not human, obviously. But is there like? Are we even able to tell that you're not? Besides you telling us?
Me?
No. Alice. Wait.
Me? No.
You got a problem there, friend? Do I? Is there something on my face? Do I upset you? I think I fixed my hair. My hair looks fine right now. Actually, is there a mirror here? Can I check a mirror?
You look great. Don't worry.
Oh, I have a
No need.
mirror.
Oh yeah, can I have that?
Oh, you cannot have it, but you may use it.
Just go to there.
So, I just want, and then, oh, I totally forgot about that part. Okay, you can have your mirror back.
Were we able to see that?
Yeah.
Actually, you were able to see nothing in the mirror.
Well, you know what? Were we able to see that there was no reflection?
Yes.
Okay. Dax just is like, I see. That's now I understand.
What did you see? What did you see?
Nothing. That's the point.
Are you perhaps a?
Dax just stops really giving you any attention now. And just
Vampire?
looks at,
What do you think? Would it? I mean, would that bother you in some way? Aren't you like a man of the cloth or something?
You know, I consider myself a man of the cloth, but you know, Runetheris is an all-loving god.
That's good because I love, most things.
He doesn't
But just not the
hate
sun.
anybody.
Yeah, that's okay.
I
As
don't,
long
I don't think he has anything against undead. I don't have anything against undead. I
Okay,
love
cool.
undead, actually.
Oh, you love
Honestly,
the
yeah.
okay. Well, there's got to be personal limits between us. So I know. I mean, I think you're pretty cool, but also you gotta calm it down just a little bit. You can work on that a little bit. It's okay though. You'll be fine. Don't worry. She like pats him on the
Pinky
shoulder.
out, tea
As-
up. That's the
as-
way I like to drink.
When I was younger,
as you're talking, Dax just looks to everyone else and is like, "Does the sun bother anyone else here?"
No.
No.
It definitely bothers me, and I think
No,
I matter.
I know it does.
I think I matter.
Did they tell us like how long it would take us to get to where the bandits are?
It's unknown, as you'll have to find them.
You
So
just
it could take more time, but they suspect within 3 days. Because you
do
got
we know?
6
Okay,
rations.
sure.
Listen, think about it from my point of view. She says that she pushes, like she's going to put her hand on the guy speaking to her face and pushes him away. We could follow the cool idea. This is a very brilliant idea, by the way. She says,
Dax just starts talking over you. You could just, you'll be the only one out at night anyway. Why don't you just catch up to us at night? If you really need to come with.
so she's going to cross her arms again, and she's kind of like stomping her foot. Like she's really just kind of like thinking it over, and she's really like,
Another idea. I mean, are you incapable of traveling under the sun? Do you not?
It's
block it.
it's can you also deal with like the water part that we're supposed to go around? Like, did you hear about that part?
That's not a problem for me. I don't see the problem.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, it's all about you, right? Everything's about you. You here. Everything's about you and how everything goes fine for you.
Correct. I don't know you.
How about we buy you a cloak? And you
Okay.
come with?
Okay, we could start there, right? You guys gonna buy me clothes?
A cloak. I never said anything about clothes.
I mean, we could go with clothes too.
Yes,
A cloak will do.
the elf has offered to buy you
Waddle.
a cloak. Yes.
Waddle.
Dax just walks,
Waddle.
scooches away from him as he
Waddle.
walks past.
I'm gonna take a look at him and
Oh, God,
be a
it's
little
this
bit nervous
guy.
here.
John looks at the halfling nervously.
Oh, ew.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run.
I heard that you was in the market for a cloak, as it just so happens I'm a fine connoisseur
It's
of
like,
clothing.
yes, the girl and the elf there were looking for one, and starts just leaving.
So,
Hi.
what kind of material you looking for there?
You know,
Cloth is
I
fine.
need.
Whatever, the cheapest thing.
No.
you got.
Don't listen to that. Listen, that guy over there doesn't know me. I know me. Hi, I'm Alice. Nice to meet you.
Eh? Name's Pogan Peru. Halfling explorer.
No, don't worry about me, guys. I heard a good joke.
This girl has a really obnoxious laugh.
A nice black cloth cloak is fine.
It needs
No
to
one's
be. Listen, it needs to be special. Do you know like what kind of
Oh,
special?
You having trouble with the sun there?
Yes, I am. This guy's the best guy in the room. You guys should all
let's
endeavor to be
see.
just like him.
Oh,
Look at
here
him.
you
He's
go.
handsome
Here
and
you
smart.
I
go.
feel like I'm being
This-
nice here, offering you help in the first place.
This here will keep you safe from the sun at will.
Oh, cool. Can I take that?
He will hand you a face hood with a gag in it.
Oh, I can't help but notice that you left this thing on it. I don't know if this was from like.
Oh no, that's the part of
Girlfriend?
it. You see, you put that in
Oh.
the mouth, you bite down from all the whipping.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Perfect. She won't.
I've used this before, but not
That's
like.
just fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
she
made of
will.
a special
But
cloth
you know what?
to prevent
How
any light getting
Dax-
through the cloth.
Dax sees that and just walks back and just like, she won't be able to talk. This is perfect. And just walks up to him. And he's like, "How much?"
Can we adjust this? Like, it's. I mean.
No. This is fine. How much do you want?
Well,
This is.
that'll be 50 gold.
Dax just walks away.
Nope.
Could we work a deal out? Maybe like something that we could do. Like, I can just borrow this for a little bit, right, and then give it back to you. Like, we're definitely gonna come back here. So we're definitely
Oh,
gonna be
I could
successful.
probably let it go for something else.
Okay. Cool. What would that be?
A nice long kiss
Oh,
from that one.
Oh, yeah. You
That's
could
perfect.
totally
No, yeah.
do that.
Perfect.
I'm gonna say
Oh, like
You were the
pass,
one that was
and-
no.
Alice is gonna
Dax
try and
just
push.
starts talking over you.
She's gonna try.
You
and push.
said that you would buy her a cloak. This is
Oh,
a
I
way of
like me
purchasing.
boys young and heroic.
Just gives you a push on the
Can I-
back and
can I
pushes
make
you
like
towards
a-
the man.
Can I make some sort of persuasion check? You know, maybe talk him out of this, point him towards.
Hey, listen. You can
All right,
do us
all right,
all
all
a
right, all
favor.
right. If you want to try and get out of this, you can make a persuasion check. But if you fail, the cost will increase.
Slavey, think about this.
No, it's just he keeps He keeps
I'm gonna-
trying to like push you towards him.
I'm gonna point him towards Mr. Father Grinwald here, and I'm gonna try to make this this throw here.
You're doing what to Father Grinwald? What's happening?
I'm gonna point the halfling into the direction of Father Grinwald and tell him, you know,
What?
I heard Father Grinwald's a.
No. He
open-hearted
won't
guy.
let me kiss him.
Two things.
He
One,
stabbed me the
you're
last
buying
time.
it for, and he asked for you.
All right, that's me price. Oh yeah.
Dax steps back.
He undoes his yellow scarf. He'll begin to unhinge his jaw.
Oh my god, he smells so bad.
He will crack it open. His tongue will come flying out and slap against the side of his strangely contorted teeth.
Get
You
to it.
know, I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna force a cheek though. Is there any way I can force like a cheek?
Ah, the old cheek switch.
Yeah.
All right,
Can I...
all right. Yeah, you can. Give me it. But, as always, there is risk. You
All
may
right.
attempt me either a sleight of hand or a persuasion check to switch to the cheek. If you fail, you're going all in.
You should make sure you check which one's higher to roll for yourself.
Okay.
You got this.
Let's go with persuasion.
All right, let's see it. Ooh! You move in and then quickly throw up your water skin,
Dang.
which Pogan Peru will begin to.
Oh, yeah, that feels great.
Oh, such moisture.
Thanks for the kiss. So
Wait.
can we get that? Can we get
There
that?
you
card?
go. Well paid for. I still got it.
I'm gonna look nervously back at these two.
Hey,
Question.
you did a great job.
really
Also,
whether I should
Before you
continue,
even say anything, Dax is just like, aren't we? We're missing one, right?
are we missing one?
Where
Oi, lass, how can I help you?
does the dancer go?
Can I have that cloak now?
Oi, lass, how can I help you?
Yeah, the sooner you give her that cloak, the better.
Pizza, go ahead.
All right, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gonna give Alice a cloak. I'm gonna dangle it though because I don't want to touch this circular object around the mouth area.
Oh, I'll show you how to use this one day. Don't worry.
Are you just staring at me, Pizza? Like I'm trying to talk to you.
No, I've been staring at the situation from here, and he just uses me.
Oh, okay. Okay, you took cover. Okay.
All right.
Dax is
so
just-
when do we get going? When should we get going?
I mean, do you want to? We're gonna go now, but do you want to find that other person that wanted to go, or I mean, I don't care either way, but
What about the?
As far as I know, everybody's here, and I don't remember having any sort of dancer be a part of this group.
all right, that's I'm as long as you guys are good.
Let's head out.
That's the door.
Yeah, just going.
That's
Sleepy.
Oh, this is the door. Oh my god.
we just.
Hey, that. Can someone help me put this on?
I forgot to.
I'm kidding. I know how to put this on.
I put everyone's chairs back in order.
Okay. All right. The party has received their first mission.
Wow.
Hooray!
You guys did it. You made it through the introduction phase.
Yay!
Yo, Aether's about to get through this campaign with the least amount of words said.
I don't know what to say. I don't,
You're good.
I don't think his character will talk that much.
That's
Yeah.
that's the vibe I'm getting now.
Can I continue to stare back at this dancer following us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing that because
I mean, we see you, right? Pizza.
I'm walking.
Are you like trying to hide from us, or do you see?
No, but I'm walking at least one person. Like if there's one person ahead of me, and I just I keep bumping into nothing.
Dax stops and just waits for you to catch up, and he's like,
Can I make a
"Go ahead."
perception check on Pizza? That might be the right one, right?
What are you trying to look for?
To see what he's bumping into, because I notice it, right?
I'm sure everybody notices it, yeah.
Could I see something specific about it, maybe?
Go ahead. it seems like there's someone there.
Well,
Okay. So she's just gonna nod to herself and be like, okay, as she jams the the gag on and the hood and pulls it over.
Sigh of relief from Dax, and he's just like, as he waits for the dancer to catch up, he's.
All right. And
I want to
now-
ask, you want to come with us, right? That was what you said.
Of course.
Okay.
I love getting paid.
I'm just, if you could, not try to stay with us then.
You know,
Of
from the very
course.
beginning here, I want to make a perception check to see if anything's around. Can I do that?
Sure.
Pete, have you rolled anything below 18 yet?
On my, I don't think I have.
Well, you do not notice any danger, but you do notice that the road is shared this day. Someone approaches you from the other side. Also, have some travel music.
Ooh. Someone approaches from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Do I like know what they look like, or is it just like a kind of
Just
like
a shadow. Just a shadow for now.
I'm gonna talk to my my party members here and tell them that I see somebody on the other side of the road and they're walking towards us.
Oh, you see him too? Oh, I thought it was just.
This is
I thought it was just.
like, is this just a normally traveled road? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just like, Dax is just, what, I don't see the problem. People come and go on this road all the time.
Then
Yeah, but do
eventually, the figure comes into view, and you see a turtle, which is a turtle person,
Fuck.
come
these,
walking up to you.
Do
Oh,
we,
cool!
are these like common? Are these common?
They are a rarer race.
Are they known to be like friendly or?
Oh yes,
Okay,
turtles
That's-
are very friendly.
just
And go ahead and right-click on him and go to Show Handout.
Show.
whoa.
Dang. He's a turtle.
does he just walk past us or say anything?
He sees you and he will give a big smile and then slowly move towards you.
I give him a bow and wait to see if he has anything to say to us.
I'll just stare.
Hello there! Hello! Hello, travelers!
How's it going, Mr. Turtle?
Oh, my name is Moneybags. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What
Hmm.
what you doing there, mini bags?
Well, you see, I'm a traveling merchant, and I possess all sorts of fine goods.
Is that so?
Indeed, young adventurer.
Wow.
What
Got anything special going on?
yeah, what do you have to offer?
Well, you see, as this is our first encounter, I always give a gift. As I said, you're just beginning your career. Yes, not a lot of gold on you, I can smell it. But don't worry, there will be plenty of gold in your future, and many bags will see that you're taken care of.
Oh.
He will then pull out a chest. Please take this with you. You will find it to be of, well, quite a lot of usefulness. You
Is it a
see,
big chest?
it is a chest of holding, meant to hold great gratuitous amounts of beautiful lootful weight, so that you don't have your backs broken by it.
Of course, I'll hold on to this forever.
No, I'm
Mr.
not gonna let the dancer hold on
yeah,
to this. I'm gonna approach mini bags.
I walk up
carry
and
it.
I just swipe her hand away from him and say, I I apologize for my.
There's no
Okay.
need to fight. The gift is to all of you.
I should hold it.
Um,
I'm not gonna let that happen. And I'm just gonna reach out for the bag or the chest rather. And is it something I just can carry it on my back or?
Yeah, it's a medium-sized chest, but it's carryable, and it weighs 50 pounds.
Okay, so
do you usually have everybody carry their own money, or do you like to have a keeper for it?
I do like to have everybody carry their own weight, but because there is many new people to D&D here, and also because this is an important NPC, I'm giving you a chest of holding.
Sure.
all right. I'm gonna carry the chest of holding for
So,
safety.
the chest of holding for many bags is a chest that weighs 50 pounds, but can store a massive array of all kinds of items, and it can contain up to 500 pounds of weight.
Can
Oh,
I mean,
so how
50,
does this thing work?
fit inside that?
Okay, I guess.
So it always weighs 50 pounds, but it could hold up to 500 pounds.
Correct.
yeah, it's about
Okay.
50 pounds. 50 pounds is still a lot to carry, though.
would I be able to fit inside the bag?
I mean,
You would be able to fit, but not breathe.
Does anybody here have more strength than me? I only have 10, but
Just so
Mine's
everybody
pretty
knows, the maximum amount of weight that you can carry is equal to your strength score, which is the entire number, times 15.
We already have weight.
okay, I can
from-
definitely do that.
I mean, you already have weight from your armor and what you're holding, though.
How much does my shield and breastplate weigh?
It weighs some, but you have enough space for 50 pounds. If you want to
Okay.
carry it, you can carry it.
I'll
fine.
do that.
Well, here you are. Well then,
Thank you. I don't know how to thank you for this.
Thank you
if
very
you
much.
wish to thank me, just simply purchase my wares when you come flush with cash. I get
We
the
sound-
feeling that we shall encounter each other quite a bit. Good luck in your endeavors, younglings.
Give him a bow as he walks away.
Many bags
That
away.
seems nice.
Does an Aether have 100 gold?
I'm gonna wave bye to him.
Away.
Bye.
I don't think they're gonna buy anything, probably.
No, I'm just more wondering about since he said I can smell that you don't have any money. I'm just curious about.
Not enough money.
Ah, I see.
Now, Moneybags is going to be a prominent NPC because during your travels he can randomly appear, and he has access to magic items, and is the only way that you'll be able to purchase magic items in this campaign.
I dig it.
Also, he's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
He is awesome, actually.
Yeah.
So you walk
Okay.
forward?
So that's the only purchasable way to get magic items in your universe, I assume.
Well, not in the universe, just for this campaign.
Okay,
Okay.
but we could still find them.
Oh yeah, you'll
Okay.
still find them, and there may even be some rare instances where you could purchase them from other places. But you're not going to be in a place that will have prominent magic shops.
No, yeah, it's not a common thing.
So you'll have to depend on Moneybags,
Sure.
who, as I said, will randomly appear.
I'm gonna put down many bags in my tome because that's an
Ooh.
interesting fellow.
All right, record that shit.
Can I do I have to speak out loud to talk with my focus, or is it by thought?
You can speak by thought.
I'm just I want to ask it. If it knows anything about the tor?
The skull does not respond.
Okay, that's what I thought would happen. All right.
All right, and so the party continues onward, traveling to the lands of Dabarak, until finally they find themselves a few hours to the north, just outside of the Eunice River, further into the copse of the plains and trees. Up ahead they see it, a great barrow of one of the old horse lord city-states, where their dead are buried, and there they see campfires and the unmistakable sign of bandits.
Ooh. Ooh.
What time is it that we get there?
It is about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So we've been traveling for like 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm. The sun is getting low enough that you could take your gag off, and you'll be fine.
Okay,
We
so I'd
actually
like
been gagged since
As
our-
you, yeah, that's why he was mumbling when he was trying to talk. I just look at, he's like, Dax is like, you can just leave it on.
Oh, I no. I think I'm fine actually. Like, have you ever not talked for like a really long time? It sucks.
Yeah,
I have not
about
talked for a
20
long time.
years actually, but that's besides the point.
Wow, you sound really boring. Why would I ever talk to you again?
You are right now.
No.
Oh.
I just look to the rest of the party. Where you said we're able to see the camp.
The map should be loading for you.
Yeah, it's loaded in now.
All right. Can I? Actually, never mind.
Oh yeah.
So this is the thieves' camp here.
That's the burrow, and you can see that there are 4 bandits standing at the entrance to the burrows, and they seem to be loudly arguing about something.
Can I check to see if there's any more?
Perception
Bandit.
check.
Okay.
You do not see any more bandits.
Okay.
So this is like they're in front of like an entrance, and this place is like
A
Can
burrows, or a
Okay.
barrows. Basically, it's do you know what a stone cairn is? Essentially, it's a burial mound. Basically, is the best way to really describe it.
okay, and this is like an entrance they're standing in front of.
Yep, and they seem to be
Okay.
arguing loudly about something.
Is there any way I can hear what they're saying?
You'll have to get closer and then make me a perception check.
Is there anything like in like this area to like hide behind?
Well, the map is active, and it's like the things you see are real. So there are
Okay.
rocks and trees and
Is
Sure.
this shrubbery? Like
shrubbery.
a very, yeah, this is very
I,
tall.
If you guys want, I can just go look. I mean, you guys are all like, you're wearing whatever that is on your body, and you're wearing like whatever that is, and I can go take a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. If you can, take a quick
Define. What do you mean by take a
dash
look?
over
Do you
there.
mean
I start
walk
just
up?
gonna
Do you
use
walk
my
up? Are you
eyes.
going to walk up and say hi to them, or are you going to not let them see you? And
You must like think that I've like made some kind of impression that I want everyone to see me or something, or like whatever, right?
Did trip into that fire earlier.
you didn't. Listen.
I
you're not answering-
believe that.
tripped.
That's not. That has nothing to do with my question.
She's pointing.
Answer my
She's pointing to
question.
the dancer. She saw it. She definitely
I-
saw it.
I've been dancing
They're
the
moving
concert
Hey,
for
hey,
this
hey,
whole
hey,
time.
hey,
Moving towards
hey,
you.
hey,
So I hide.
Hey, there they are! I'm sorry, you guys were being way too loud that close to those bandits.
I didn't know. Wait, how close is this?
John hides behind the
Where's the ruler?
Where's
All
the-
right. I'm gonna.
I assume we're not able. I'm
Right
assuming
here.
you want us to do initiative.
Hi, I'm Alice.
Oh, okay,
We're
yeah,
about
I guess that
to.
makes sense.
We're about to. Yeah.
Okay, do we get a move first, or do you want us to just do initiative first?
Well, hold on. All right.
I strode up to them and introduced myself already.
You never answered my question. He says,
Okay. So I've added everybody to initiative as the bandits come up with their swords drawn.
Okay.
Jesus.
DM initiative. Initiatives have been rolled. The time for mercy has passed. Alrighty then. But you stepped out to say something, so go ahead.
Oh,
"So
We're not in initiative yet.
you're speaking. You're to Alice, right?
Yep, Alice can speak though.
Hi.
I fucking knew it.
I was just wondering if, how's the bandit stuff going? You guys are bandits, right?
Cut off her legs. All right. Now,
Okay.
now it starts.
She is not with us.
You guys happen to see a necklace around here?
So, you guys up to any illegal activity? Come on, man! Like, it's like that guy going, "Hello, fellow teenagers." Like, what's his name?
That's actually Sleepy's character.
Oh shit! All right,
How do we view the initiative order?
all right. Go up to the top left-hand corner, click Window, go to Initiative, click that, and then put that into a place where it's convenient, because that's where we will have the initiative set up.
Got it.
Bro, why do I have two?
I mean, it's dependent on your. Like you roll it, and then it's you have an added stat to it.
Oh.
Gangster
So
gets
he
it.
what he did is he rolled initiative for all of us, and you just ended up rolling bad.
All right, the time for Mercy has passed, and now it's time to see how you guys do in combat. Here's some battle music for you.
Dun 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 dun.
Depot Christ.
Let's rock. Alice, you have initiative.
Okay, cool. I get to be super cool right now, right? Is that what we're saying? Let's take a look here. 1 sec. Oh, I've got us in a pickle, haven't I, lads?
Just starts shaking. Dax just shakes his head, yelling down at you fast.
So I would definitely like to ask my party members some questions. Do I have time to do that? Can I shout and all that good stuff?
You guys can speak freely, but understand that I can hear you as the enemies.
I've been dancing this whole time.
Okay, am I aware of what dash and charge is, by the way? Or is that just something that I don't know yet?
That's something that will be revealed later, but you have that piece of information now.
Okay.
It'd be super cool if a really big, strong dude was like, near me right now.
I'm gonna. Wait, I don't. Is it? Can I just move over towards?
No.
it?
No.
You have to wait for your turn.
You only can speak freely.
This is turn-based fighting.
Okay. So
You
I'm gonna say I'm gonna try to get over there in a second. Just give me a bit.
Oh, okay, cool. Just when you get here, that'd be cool.
you always
Can I get vertical?
I'm gonna drop the chest off my back. So
Well, hold on.
I
You
mean,
have to
you
wait for
can't
your
do
turn.
that. You can't
have to
do
wait for your
anything,
turn. You can
Sleepy.
only talk when it's not your turn. That's the only thing you do. All right. So what are you trying to do?
I'd like to climb the tree.
All right. The tree is 5 feet tall. It's a small shrub tree.
Oh, it would support my weight if I were to climb up it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to be up in the tree.
All right. Anything else?
And that just uses your
That'll do
movement,
for
right?
now. Yes.
Okay. And next is Ween.
I get back as soon as possible. I just walk as back as I can.
All right. Go ahead and move.
Right there.
Powerless.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it for now.
Horace, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna take this chest off my back to make sure that nothing happens to it.
All right. You take the chest
And-
off your back and put it on the ground.
I'm gonna move toward, like, kind of in front of the tree, of
Okay.
where Alice is standing here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, I get kind of take it like a defensive stance.
All right, you hold up your shield. You can use the defense action if you'd like.
I'll do that.
All right, you hold up your shield and prepare to defend against enemy attacks. Dax.
Yep, just looking up a spell really quick.
Oh, I forgot this guy's a warlock.
I can move and then cast, right?
Yep.
Hey, no, never mind.
So, let's see. How can I... Is there like a way for me to just see how far away they are?
Yes, you can go up to the top left-hand corner. You see where the little interaction
Drawing
tool
tools?
is? You go all the way to the right. Do you see the ruler?
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you can measure.
Oh, measure distance.
Yep.
Okay.
Dang, that's so far.
It's only 90. So I should be able to cast sleep right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. I want to cast sleep in between all of them, which is 20 feet of the point that I choose.
Mhm.
And so just right in between all of them, so it would hit all of them.
All right, roll me the sleep damage.
Oh, it's... I don't know what's the actual command to like... It's 5d8. So what
To
do I-
roll 5d8, this is what you do. You put in one bracket, and then 5d8 ending bracket. That looks like that in Discord. Okay, 27. Oops. All right. These two fall asleep.
Okay.
Where's the...
How do you... Okay. I can do that.
What's wrong, lads?
And then I turn to my party and try to do something before the other two wake them up, please. And I move up to behind this rock.
Okay.
Let's see. How do I get off the drawing tool?
You have to click on the interaction tool again.
Okay, there we go. Yep, that'll be my turn.
Oi, lads, wake up! Slap, 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 slap. This one remains asleep. This one. The bandit will charge directly at Horace using his charger feat, and will attack Horace with a deadly strike. But Horace is defending himself, so I will roll at disadvantage, meaning that I take the lowest of the die results. A 9 will slam against Horace's shield. Horace, the kinetic energy goes up your arm and numbs out your hand, but you hold fast, and the bandit is pushed back. Gene.
Okay, this is like a technical question. Do these bandits, are they considered creatures?
Yes. Anything that is
Okay.
alive is considered a creature.
Okay,
Or basically
okay.
anything that's not an object is a creature.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this attacking Sleepy.
All right. All right, let me make my will save. Or wisdom save, excuse me. You ring a spectral bell out towards the bandit. His head will ring, but he'll shake it off, as if he's unaffected.
You can still move for you in your turn.
Yeah. Which one? Where's the selection tool? Is it
Just the
top
top
left.
left.
Okay.
The very top one.
The interaction tool.
If you like hover over it, it'll tell you the name of it.
It's the one under file.
Oh. I still can't move.
So click on that and then click anywhere on the screen that's not your character, and then try clicking on your character. That's what I had to do. Yeah.
There you go.
So you
Sweet.
get Yeah.
Alice.
Hello. My action, right?
It's your turn.
Would I be able to leap down and attack this fellow?
Sure.
Okay. What is required of me specifically then?
You just move next to him and then attack. And since you
Okey-doke.
did a crazy cool jump, well, you already have... Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Sure. And I would like to use would sneak attack apply here, or would I just
Yes,
have
it
to do
would.
dagger? Okay, so I would like to sneak attack.
Well, roll your attack first. Sneak attack's added if you hit. So roll your dagger attack twice, because you get an advantage. Oh, unfortunately, your attack will miss the bandit, catching nothing but air.
I haven't used this in a while. My hands hurt.
Lean.
Max continues to be disappointed in this character.
I cast. Well, how? What's the distance between me and
So the
and
ruler
Alice?
and the one to the most right on the selection tools at the top, you can click and drag when you have it equipped.
It says
Ruler. Where's the ruler?
It's the measure
The one
distance,
underneath the help. The one is
measure
underneath
distance
help.
along pass.
Okay, perfect. I cast Shield of Fate on Alice.
All right. You conjure forth a shield of faith. Alice, you are surrounded by a spectral presence. Stand.
Hey, that's the guy. I saw that guy. You guys didn't see the guy, but I saw that guy.
Can
See,
we
I
all
believed
see
in you the
it,
whole
or
time.
Only Alice.
Everyone sees it. Do you have a picture of your stand?
Uh,
No? Okay. That's okay.
Not yet.
We'll take
We
care of
don't
it.
know. We just see a figure. It's not. It's not.
It's
there
so
yet.
bright we can't see it.
A spectral figure seems to be attempting to deflect enemy blows. Alright, Lean, anything else?
I walk up a bit toward. 1 second. How do I take the ruler?
click on the pointer tool, then click on whatever, then click on the interaction tool.
I walk right here.
Okay. Horace.
All right. I'm a little bit taken aback by this figure that's just kind of appeared.
Since
But-
since it's so bright, will it not be blinding the enemy as well?
It doesn't have any extra game effects. no.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this bandit with my mace.
Give him the big bonk.
So do I can't. I just do mace.
Ooh, your mace, unfortunately, misses the bandit, who sidesteps it easily. Is that all you got?
And I can't do anything else?
That's it
No
for
more
you, yep.
actions? Okay.
Dax.
Is it a full action to pull out my packed weapon?
It's just an item interaction.
So it's okay. So it's just doesn't cost my action. Got it. Dax will behind his hand, a dagger will appear, and he holds it so it's along the backwards along his forearm, so only he sees it. And he will Dax will, if I can get the ruler off. There we go. Dex will move up next to the bandit and attack with
What?
the packed weapon. And do I get advantage for being surrounded? Or
Negative.
flanking? Okay, got it. Packed blade. Do you have the Eldritch invocation on the roll for me already?
Yep, if you look on it, you'll see Pact Blade.
Yep, I just wanted to make sure the bonus was there too.
Yep,
Perfect.
everything's there. Your blade will strike out, slicing across the bandit. Oh! Blood will bleed from his chest wound, which is now sucking. He'll fall to a knee.
Nah, that'll be my turn.
Ooh.
Get up, lads! We're in trouble! Ugh. Ugh. Charge! He will swing out at Alice. Oof! Unfortunately, even with the stando, it is not enough. The attack will bite deep into Alice,
Fucking ow.
dealing 10 damage.
I'm having a bad day, boys.
Alright, damage.
Sorry to hear that, Alice.
I'm not.
Alright, and now this one will attack Dax. I'll strike you down! The attack goes wide. Jean.
Okay. Let's do Thunderclap. Since there's two of them right here. Thunderclap.
I believe that hits everything around you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh my God.
That's so Thunderclap's an AoE directly around you, which would.
Oh, okay.
Even if you move, doesn't it also hit us if you move up to us?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No,
Okay, never mind.
it only hits enemies, but
Okay. But yeah, either way, you would have to move. You could
You'd have to
move
be
up
right
to
here.
them. Yeah, and then do it.
Let's do it.
oh, he's going in, and he can move that far because he's a wood elf.
Well, I was gonna say that was 35.
Yep. All right, click it. Okay.
Beats, I hate you.
All right, and that will be. As the thunderclap goes off, the bandit immediately to your east grabs at his ears and falters back. The other bandit holds in his head as his body starts to vibrate. His eyes will turn to jelly as he bleeds from the orifices of his head and falls to the ground dead.
I got wall to our casters are melee.
Alice.
Hi, currently bleeding. This other guy right here, he's just, he's gonna get the good old stabbies right here. Am I allowed to use my sneak again?
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Well,
rogues
remember,
are-
you have to roll it after you hit, though. You have to hit
Oh.
first. But you did hit. So, you will stab the bandit directly into his throat, tearing out his jugular, his vocal cords, and the bottom half of his jaw.
rogues
GG.
are kind of busted at this point compared to other classes. Like, it's messed up how fucked up they are.
The blood
Yeah,
will
I-
spray all over Jean.
Yuck.
Just,
Hey, save some of that for me, please. Thanks.
You got it.
I just kick one of the body towards Alice and start moving when it's my turn to go to the.
I'm gonna yell out of it. My action's done. I'm done, boys. I got nothing else.
Wait.
Dax kind of just like starting to see Alice as like a pet he has to feed.
Is that
Pizza?
Pizza.
Whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Perfect. Has Alice sustained any actual damage or?
Yeah, 10.
I took 10
Okay.
damage, yes. So I have
You
7
can look at if you scroll over or
HP.
click on him, you can see his HP, 17 to 27.
Ooh. 1 second. Sorry, this thing is. What the? Is this? One second. Is this even allowed at this point? I cast Prayer of Healing.
That's a 10-minute cast time.
Oh, okay.
I just listened to a campaign where this happened today, and the player's like, "Why is this spell useless?" That's perfect. Yeah.
I politely tell Alice to calm down.
Okay, did you just tell me to calm down? After your like spooky ghost friend came out and helped me and stuff?
Calm down.
Okay. She's right, you know.
Everything will be okay.
Okay,
Like,
but we still have, you
Okay,
know,
but
two uglies
That's
over
just
there.
like if you could do anything helpful, that'd be good. Because so far,
I'm helpful. And I end my turn.
Horace.
All right. So, I'm gonna go about where? How far is this? About right here. My max distance I can go,
yeah, unless you dash, you only can go that to 30.
and then I'm gonna use. Can I use Word of Radiance on like normal people, or is that just like for undead?
Okay, so you said Word of Radiance.
Yes.
Word of Radiance is basically the same thing as Thunderclap, except it deals radiant damage.
So
Okay.
it's like melee range.
Yeah, it's all around you. Let me go double check some stuff though, because I get a red flag in my head when I'm thinking about that. Let's see, Word of Radiance.
I'll just be here and be like a wall in front of them. I'll take the defensive stance.
Each
again.
creature of your choice. Okay, though, is it Thunderclap the one that affects all creatures and you don't get to choose? I may have gotten those two mixed up.
It says I have to be in 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be directly around you to see.
But he's wanting to see if.
Oh, it's Thunderclap.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Thunderclap's the one that affects allies. That's okay, I can let that slide.
All right. I'll just take a defensive stance again and just act as a wall between these bandits and my.
All right. Sounds good to me.
companions here.
Dax.
If I wanted to make a perception check, would that cost an action?
No.
Okay. I want to make a perception check to see if anybody else has noticed us around that I can see.
Go ahead. You do not
18?
notice any other enemies.
Okay. Then let me get the ruler again.
If you guys want to do quick measurements, as long as you don't let off your token,
Yeah, as long as you don't let
you
go,
can
it'll
you can
still-
like do that.
Mhm. So I would like to. They're both awake now, right?
Yes.
I would like to Eldritch Blast the one that's towards the south of the map.
That one? Bandit 2?
Yep.
Okay. Swing and a miss.
That'll be. Well, I'll move up behind Horace and then my turn.
Okay. Let's kick his ass! Ah! The bandits charge together, raising their long swords with a vicious charging attack. Bandits 5 will swing with disadvantage. The swing, however, will connect against Horace,
Youch.
dealing 11 damage as the
Youch.
slash
Yikes.
bites deep into the armor. Bandits 2 will swing with disadvantage, but this attack, Horace will catch with his shield. Wha-ting! Jean.
Told the dead.
Smack
Run
with
it
the
back.
stick.
Running it back. All right.
All the dead.
Which one?
Let's do Bandit 5.
Bandit 5. All right.
Yeah, fuck Bandit 5. You just hit me.
He will unfortunately shake off the toll of the bell.
Guys are too smart.
Alice.
I want to use. Actually, I need to get close to these lads first. So let's do that. I can make it, right? Yeah. I want to use my fangs, and it says here it's 1d4 with my strength.
Yep. Give him a nibble.
Or dex. I think it's actually my dex modifier. So what do I type in for this thing? I'm a dummy here.
D20 plus 6 to hit, and D4 plus 4.
So wait, what am I typing in the thing? Something.
The bracket. So like how mine was set up.
Let me scroll up. Sorry.
Oh shit! It's storming.
I posted it again. This, but replace the numbers.
I'll type out the whole thing for you.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see why I did that.
There you go.
Thanks, Arcadum. No, why is my keyboard doing this right now? Did that work?
Yeah.
Yep. I will unfortunately miss the bandit.
Oh. That takes all my action, I'm
You
guessing.
try to
right?
bite him and he'll back up. What the fuck?
You got whatever.
I just wanted to taste.
You got whatever your movement was left, and but that's all you could do.
No, I'm gonna stay here. We'll be fine. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Next is Lean.
Okay, what is my range on touch, like, with since the stand is healing, what is my range on touch things?
You have to be next to them to touch them.
Okay.
Dax is just staring at you, just waiting for you to do something this time.
Cure wound
Okay.
on Alice.
I don't get one. What the fuck?
I was gonna say, brother.
You're like, if I'm there, they could attack me.
But I'm
Look, if right here, they attack me.
I mean, they can just move. Well, no, I guess they wouldn't have to.
Should I do I roll something?
Yeah, you roll a D8 plus your Wisdom modifier, which I believe is plus 3. So a D8 plus 3.
One second.
That will look like this.
So, am I supposed to be looking at something?
Discord.
In Discord.
Sorry. Did I do it right, or?
But you don't have to.
I'm sorry.
No. You don't have to hit him. You just touch him. So you just take the D8 at just 9. Instead of the 9.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
So I heal for 9.
No, you heal Alice for 9. Yes.
Okay.
You copied like both lines.
Wow, thanks. You don't have to apologize. You did good. I'm good now. Thanks.
Dax just claps. Slowly.
Why are you clapping?
Because you did something.
Horace.
All right.
I believe in you, buddy. You can do it.
with my domain things, I can only use it like one time before, and I have to take a long rest.
Yep, if you
right?
want to use your channel divinity, yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that. And going to attempt a swing of my mace again at Bandit 2.
Go for it. Unfortunately,
shit.
these are garbage rolls.
You rolled great on everything but the stuff that mattered.
Unfortunate. Dax.
Alright, Dax walk into this area and we'll stab with the packed weapon at the bottom one. Just...
Go ham, Taro. Oh,
That's a miss.
that is unfortunate. Now it is
Those-
time for bandits.
Goes back to hiding
I'm
his
about to
dagger.
die.
Bandits 5 will lift his longsword and will bring it down upon Horace. Missing. This one will raise his weapon high and will bring it down upon the person who tried to bite him and will miss.
Hey.
Jean.
Wow, you're like totally blind. You suck.
Wait, have you done
Uh,
anything yet?
Toll the dead. Third time's a charm, right?
The dead are told.
No.
Ooh, that one will get him.
hits.
Finally.
He did it, boys.
Toll the Dead does like no damage early though.
Alice.
It's stabby time, boys. It's dagger first, right?
I don't know if you're saving your resources on purpose, Aether, but you have more than your cantrips to use, just so you know.
Gotcha.
Those are both misses.
Sweet.
Unfortunate. Line.
Leaning.
Excuse me?
Or Lean, excuse me. Sorry.
And that FGC slipped in there, huh? Huh?
See if you can
second,
do
I have a
stuff 2
solo
turns in a row.
I touch, I cast light on Alice.
Okay.
Try to just blind everyone.
Alright. That won't actually blind anyone.
Feels bad. Alright.
Would you like to
That's
do
my
something
turn.
else? Oh, okay.
No, that's what he wants to do.
Alright. Horace.
I'm gonna use Word of Radiant.
Are you feeling okay there? Sorry, hang on. Are you feeling okay, Horace?
Go ahead. Use Word of Raisins.
I'm feeling terrible, actually.
Okay, you should do something about that.
Yeah, you really should.
Wow. Guess Bandit 5, you're fucked, idiot.
Oh! The Radiance! Dex.
Next we'll give a look to Lean again. Disappointed. Just turn and try to pack weapon again at the bandits.
Swish.
And gives and disappointed in himself.
Bandit 2, dazed, reeling, about to break. Will swing out at Alice. Ah! Missing. Bandit 5 will swing out at Horse. Missing.
He have more than 16 AC?
Jean. Horace is 18. Alice is 17.
What the f?
What is...
Wait, we start at level 4, right?
3.
Oh my, why am I doing toll? I'm so dumb. Why am I doing toll today? Yo, hold up.
You've got first and second level spells, my guy.
You've been
Remember, you
you've
ought
been
to use your
throttling
spells.
your power to
You
show
do
us
use,
your amazing
the spell
prowess.
slots until you get them back, though. The cantrips are infinite.
Yeah. I thought you were conserving your strength, but lots of stuff to choose here.
Let me get a Chaos Bolt.
Ooh, that's my boy. All right, go ahead and roll your spell attack roll, and I'll handle the rest. Oh!
That motherfucker's dead.
Oh, wait, I did that wrong. It's supposed to be like this. I'll keep the first damage roll. Woo! Okay, you summon up your strength and fire out a chaos bolt. By the gods. Ah! He explodes.
Wow!
Body parts
Wow.
go flying everywhere. Lightning, fire, blood, bone.
Dax, like,
See,
kicks
that
one of
guy's
the
cool.
arms at Alice. There you go. Eat up.
I tell the other,
Yay!
I tell the other bandit
I'm
if he
eating
wants some
tonight.
more.
Ah! Fuck this shit! Alice.
Oh wait, he's trying to run. He can't run. He's not allowed to run.
It's not his turn yet, so he can't.
Oh. Okay.
You do,
well,
you do attacks of opportunity if people move out of range.
Yep, if they leave your area, yep.
okay. I'm gonna give him the good here.
I think that's 16 does. Those are both for.
Alright. That'll hit the bandit. As the bandit turns to run, Alice will leap on his back, just stabbing into the back of him. Just.
Was it like the jockey and Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey,
And thus,
he's dead.
this battle is done.
I told you
Wanna,
guys it would be fine.
I do a perception check immediately to see if anybody else is.
It seems that the battlefield is devoid of enemies.
Okay.
Can I, collect some blood from these guys?
You can drink some, yeah.
I'd like to drink some blood.
Can
Okay.
You guys are gonna want to look away. This is gonna get really gross.
while she's doing that, I'm not
No.
I'm not morally I'm not entirely morally on board, but can I do a perception check for the necklace of the elf?
Just out here in the woods.
I start praying to
Or my
Raquel
bodies.
for her to stop.
Yeah,
Check under the
I do wanna loot the bodies though.
Alright, as you look at the
I-
bodies, you do not find the necklace, but you do find 40 gold pieces, and 4 long swords, and 4 pieces of leather armor.
Where should I keep track of that?
Well.
There's like she pulls out like a gold coin. There's this there. I guess you guys can have that there.
I would suggest that you keep track of it on your character sheets, or whoever's in charge of the chest keeps track of it on their character sheet.
All right, I guess I
Because
can do
I
that.
will tell you that if it is not on your sheets, you do not have it. So
Yeah, I know. So I turn to Horace and I'm like, "Are you gonna carry the chest the whole time?"
Yeah.
All
definitely.
right. We're gonna put all that. We're not gonna split it up. We're just gonna put all of the gold in the chest
So
and
40
everything. we pick
gold.
up.
well, 160 gold, but yeah,
Okay.
40 apiece.
Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. 160 chests, and should I take the swords too, or?
Just, I mean, unless we run out of room, put it in the chest.
You guys are reckless. We should have asked some more questions. I mean, it's not like they wanted to talk, and everyone just wanted to attack and fight.
I point towards the mask, the like cloak, and I'm like,
I don't want to put that on.
You should.
I don't want to put it on.
Can I do a strength check on her? And
Okay, calm down.
Wait, you want to hold her down and put it on?
No, we're not. I grab him and I'm like, no. Just,
Yikes.
she's fine. Just put the stuff in the chest and we'll figure out what we're gonna do.
All
I like-
You just drink
I
from
like-
one guy, a little bit of blood,
Stop.
and everyone freaks out.
I wanna like take these bodies so they're not like out in plain sight, like maybe behind the rock over here.
Do we have like any fire?
There we go.
Anything like
Well, yeah,
that?
it was, what time is it?
It's like 5 o'clock. Where'd the other one go?
Yeah, that probably only took like 10
Oh, I
minutes.
deleted that guy. Like I actually deleted his
yeah.
token because he exploded. Okay.
Okay, so the sun's like
Okay, I
just
think
going down.
I'm gonna suggest that we go into this. What did
This
you call it
time,
earlier?
okay, I am whispering now. By the way,
Look, normally I'd be okay with your normal speaking voice, but you guys were getting loud, so I was like, all right.
It's fine. I'm just giving you shit. I'm like, okay, let's
try to be a little more sneaky this time, so we don't.
I'm sneaky.
no,
Look at
Alice,
me.
you
Look
are
at- I'm
you.
sneaky. Look at
you
how.
can-
Look
you
at the.
can-
My
no,
cloak is
stop,
dark.
Stop,
Okay,
stop.
sorry.
Listen. You can stay here and eat. I'm gonna have one or two of us go try to check out the entrance while you do that.
I'm done. I can sneak. I'll be
No,
quiet. I
you're gonna
promise.
stay
I'll-
here either
Oh.
way. I don't care. You will get more blood for you when we're done. I promise.
But I already drink, and I want to get fat. And I mean, I'm trying to keep my figure like
I know,
really in
but we're
shape
gonna.
here. So
It's gonna be better. I swear. Okay.
okay.
I'll go.
Who feels like they have maybe a stat that's good to sneak?
I got some illusion spells.
I'm definitely not the sneaky type.
I don't even know if like there's certain
It'd
armors
be
that like
really
you can't even
weird if
sneak
someone
anyway,
was
right?
super sneaky right now. She says, rolling her eyes.
I zoom in on Sleepy's character, and he looks like he's been through too much. He just looks like he's been through too much.
You know what? If you listen, if
Ooh, you should.
If I let you go, will you follow my instructions this time?
Are you speaking to me?
Alice.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm
by the way,
Yes,
I heal Sleepy for what he was. doing.
That's what I was concerned about. Our friend here looks like he's bleeding a lot.
I'm pretty beaten up, and some medical aid would be nice. But
Are you casting Prayer of Healing?
No, just cure wounds.
Prayer of Healing will heal both Alice and Horace,
Would it take up?
but it takes a second level spell slot.
Yikes.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Prayer of healing.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to. I was just telling you your options. That's all.
No, it's fine.
I'd like to. Okay, Alice. I will be going with you.
9 hit points.
You and I will have these three stay here, and you and I will go check out the entrance.
Okay, we can do that. I can totally do that. You can totally trust me.
I'm gonna need you to put the mask on until we're done.
I don't. It's not dark outside.
No, just until we're done.
Dude,
It's because I need you not to talk.
I'm not gonna. Okay.
Then don't talk. If you do, you're putting the mask on from now on.
Okay, sure, whatever.
So I'd like to. Do you want us to roll anything to sneak up there? Or can we-
Stealth checks.
Got it.
Can we just like chill outside the?
Yeah, you three. Like, I would have I asked before we go. Like, are you three good with us doing this? Like, you three wait here while we.
I'm fine.
I don't mind.
Like,
You're
are
good
there
to
people
go.
like near the entrance? Because
We
I
didn't
just kind
see
of want
it.
to stand near. I just kind of want to stand near the entrance.
Oh,
here.
nice.
He rolled a fucking.
You fucking rolled a 1. Is that the third one?
Oh, it's so bad, dude.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I assume we make our way up to somewhere around here.
All right.
No, you. The
Oh, we're
other
chilling
three-
here.
Yeah, you three are chilling back there. Is what we discussed. It.
All right. As you get closer to the entrance of the barrels, you can see that there are many, what appears to be many attempts to have opened the door. And you
So there's a door there. Okay.
yeah, there's a door here, and it seems that there are many chisel marks, and even a broken crowbar in an attempt to open the door.
So it seems fairly. So I look at Alice and I'm like, just wait 1 second, and slowly make my way up to the door, and I assume nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I
and
just okay.
Upon closer inspection, it seems that this door has been attempted to be broken into, and it seems
I
with
just
little
Give
success.
I give the door like a shove then to see if it moves.
The door does not open.
I
Do we-
make my way back to Alice. So it looks like they were just trying to break their way in, is what it looks like. So I don't think we really need to worry about anybody showing up right now.
We
So,
can go over there. Do they like yell at us or something?
I haven't yelled at you yet, no.
so do you want me to run back over there and tell them, or am I allowed to talk now? Or are you just gonna like, control every aspect of my life?
I mean, if you could not talk, it'd be better. But
We're. She just rolls her eyes.
I just
Okay, whatever.
I start walking back towards the group.
I could have done that. That could have been me. You don't have to walk. Oh my god, this guy.
I let them know what I saw about the door. It looks like they were trying to break into it. Horse is like, fuck it. I'm just going, dude. Nothing. No words.
I'll hear your words and walk right past you. Give you a
Hey.
quick nod.
Hey, don't go over there. He's
I'm
not
a-
to do that stuff.
I'm gonna
He's like
not listen to
totally-
her, and I'm.
He's like
gonna-
totally about controlling everybody. Like you should just
Horace.
listen to everything he says.
As you get closer, you hear a soft.
Yes.
Put your faith in the light.
Are you? You're doing this on purpose to fuck with me.
Can I make a perception check on the door, please?
You don't even have to. He just would understand it, wouldn't he?
All right. What you hear is something that you recognize from the statue before. The soft
Okay.
beat. Is that in line with Cantor?
Okay.
And you believe that if you match it and basically fill in the different pieces. So what you're hearing is so Dashian's chant is basically a song in Cantor about his escapades and his remembrance.
Oh.
That was what you learned. And the door softly is.
I walk up, try to see what's going on.
So
Well,
if you are able to fill in the missing pieces of the song, something might happen, and that's basically what's happening right now.
is everybody here?
I
don't think
did,
everybody-
yeah. I let everybody know to what was
Okay.
going on, and I figured they would have, discussed following or something.
Yo, Pizza, get over here.
When I was younger, I had a great interest in Dabarakians, and I heard about their war horses. So
Sleepy. I want you to know I hate you.
I went into my father's study, and I found quite a few books on their war horses and the language that they speak, Cantor. And I'm pretty sure it sounds like there's a Dabarakian war horse on the other side of this door, and he's trying to communicate with me.
Who puts a horse behind a door just to have him behind a door?
Do you
But, like-
know that? Do you
Well,
like-
you're gonna find out because you're gonna
So you're
What kind of
telling
weirdo
me-
talks to horses?
I don't want to hear that from somebody who has been silently following this entire time. Without saying a word.
Wow, he
I-
probably got
just-
you.
Dax,
I'll let him know.
Dax just
Horses
asked,
are cool.
are you- that horse has just been there doing that the whole time, is what you're trying to tell me?
There could be somebody else on the other side of the wall. Maybe
It's just constantly going.
maybe it's a mechanism. Who knows? But this is definitely Ganjor.
I mean, I
Alright.
believe you. I just... I just step back and like, you do your thing, man.
Alright. So what should I do to
You just
attempt to?
you just tell me that you finish the rhythm. You finish the song. You have
I'm
to
gonna
speak
finish
in
the rhythm
Cantor.
with my. Okay, 1 second.
My God.
All right, perfectly. The beats,
You can stop now.
the beats combined with the other beats, combining together to finish the song. and Dashian's chant
I love this song.
is finished. And as it so happens, a crack appears in the stone door, and it slowly begins to open. Fetid and stale air wafts out from within the burrows, sickly sweet, and up into the air. The coldness of the air brushes against your face, and the way ahead is now open.
That looks fine. We'll be fine. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
All right,
Let's.
hold on.
So
You gather the party,
lead the way.
and the party gathers up
Definitely.
to enter the burrows.
Pogular.
What dangers await them below? What unseen hand has worked our hero's adventure? And will they find the missing necklace? And will they uncover the secrets of the hidden burrow? Find out next time on Glorybound.